in one of my audiences this week asked a great question. She wanted to know if resilience, if positivity in the face of something challenging was innate, something inborn in us, or if it was a skill that we learn. The answer is, it's both. Some percentage of the way we're wired to be resilient is just natural. It's something that we're born with. And some of it is a skill that we learn. It's actually all a part of our behavior set. Kind of like happiness. Some of that is innate and some of that can be learned. So if you're a person for whom resilience and bouncing back doesn't come easily, there are three things that you need to do. The first is just admit it. Know which type of person you are. There's no shame in being either way. Neither one is wrong. But if you're a person who doesn't bounce back quite as easily, you maybe sit with your struggle a little bit longer, then you just need to know it so that you can then practice some of these skills a little harder so that you'll be able to jump right back up the next time you're knocked down. So first, just admit which type of person you are. Second, if you are a person who's maybe slightly less resilient, you don't rebound quite as quickly when something tough happens to you, the next thing that you want to do is examine your internal monologue, what you're telling yourself. It can take you longer to bounce back if you're saying things in your head like, these things always happen to me, or I'm the only person that this happens to. Well, you're not the only person that these things happen to, and it doesn't always happen to you. And if you keep repeating that, that actually makes you slightly less resilient. So start examining that internal monologue and catch yourself when you're talking about things that are personal only to you, or that this is always going to happen to you. Stop saying all those negative things in your head. And finally, if you're feeling like you're having trouble bouncing back, sometimes the inability to be resilient is about feeling powerless. So instead of focusing on the things that you don't have any power over, shift your focus to things that you can control. That's the way to be more resilient if you're not naturally inclined that way. First, just admit it. Then rewrite your internal monologue. And finally, focus on the things that are in your control rather than the things that are out of your control. And you'll find that in no time, you're making up for what might not be a natural ability to bounce back, but you're going to be able to teach yourself how to do it in no time.